Good afternoon, this is Dominic with TheBackVlog. A few days ago, I finished Season 2 of the classic Dragon Ball Z. I'm not going to talk about Season 1 on this channel because I've seen Season 1 before I started this channel. And I did rewatch it to, catch up. That's the current show I'm watching right now. So that's why I'm picking it up from Season 2. So I had actually never seen Dragon Ball Z all the way through, like the show. I'm familiar with the story because I grew up with the games and everything. But this is the first time I'm actually like seeing full episode. Well, no, I've seen episodes back in the day, like on VHS tapes and stuff, but they were just like few select episodes, and the ones that I distinctly remember were like some of the filler episodes from the first season, where like Gohan is doing like his whole independence training arc thing. So yeah, this is the first time I've actually ever like seen it, filler and all, and it's actually really enjoyable. It's really fun. I'm really glad I'm doing this. I'm watching the dub with the original Japanese music for this season, but I will get to that in a future video. But yeah, this is incredible. What I will say about the dub, though, is that it makes Bulma really insufferable, basically the whole time. And I feel like it seems to get progressively worse towards the end of this season, roughly around the time where like the Ginyu saga gets there. I'm not sure like what changed, but like it seems like there's less energy coming from a lot of the voice cast. I swear to God, Gohan has a different voice at some point, and like I don't know, the delivery is just like corny, and like I kind of love it, but it's not as polished as the lines in the games are, from what I remember anyway. I was a kid when I played a Dragon Ball Z game on PlayStation 2. Because I am watching this show, and despite knowing what I already know about the story, like where it goes, it is fun to watch this show pretending that I'm watching it for the first time in 1991, and like seeing like all the little bits of information and all like the little hints that they're dropping regarding like Frieza destroying Planet Vegeta and wiping out the Saiyans, because you have like him and his crew basically commandeering the Saiyan armor. So it's like these little breadcrumbs that are being like spread throughout until it's like officially revealed. I think that's really incredible. I think it's turning Frieza into an incredible and formidable opponent that they're now fighting. And I was telling my wife, like, yeah, I'm watching Season 3 of Dragon Ball Z now, and I swear to God, this fight is literally like 30 episodes long. Because it really is. They fight Frieza for like 30 episodes, but I'll talk about that some other point. One last thing I want to say about this is I always remember from when I was playing the games as a kid, I always felt like the Namek sections dragged a little bit, like with the whole Ginyu stuff. And yeah, obviously like it would pick up around Frieza time. But I always just thought that like it got slower, and I don't know if like that's the general consensus with the Namek season, like the pacing is just slower. But frankly, I really liked the pacing of this. Like it was super slow, but there's like all these tiny moving pieces, like constantly moving and rearranging and trying to like outsmart each other. It's basically like it's like a season of chess. It's like a chess game. You have Vegeta doing his own thing. You have Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan doing their own thing. You have Frieza doing his own thing with his force, and then eventually, whenever Ginyu and Goku come into the picture, they start like adding into the mix too. And it's like the Dragon Balls are like the central MacGuffin. Like obviously, like for the entirety of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, like that's the point of them. It's the Dragon Balls. That's the title of the show. But the way that the Dragon Balls are used in this season in particular, I think is like really well done, because it's like they're constantly scattered, and well, not constantly scattered. It's like one group has one ball, another group has another ball, and then the other group has the rest of them. And like they're all like trying to outsmart each other, and then like once all the balls like get into the one localized area, it's like this battlefield but the battlefield moves with the Dragon Balls. So if the Dragon Balls aren't there, or somebody perceives that they're not there, like if they're hidden or something, it just turns into like a free for all. I don't know. I really did like the pacing of this a lot. You know, like I said, like it was slow, but like there's like a lot of like strategic thought with all the characters here, and I think the way that Toriyama plotted this entire arc, this entire section of this story, I think it's like really, really well done, and really clever, and kind of gripping. But yeah, that's all pretty much I have to say about season 2 of Dragon Ball, the Ginyu season. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm watching Dragon Ball Z again. It's a classic. Actually, well, no, I'm so glad I'm watching Dragon Ball Z finally for the first time. I've had this box set. I've had this box set for years, and I watched season 1 years ago and then fell off of it for a little while, and now we're back. So I'm freaking psyched. They're about to fight Frieza. Frieza just, well, no, Vegeta fought Frieza already, and he's about to do his first transformation. And yeah, it's gonna be a freaking wild ride. But until then, take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next Dragon Ball Z discussion. Take care.